Here in the heart of Washington, D.C., a showdown between Project Veritas and Democracy Partners is about to begin, some 2,158 days after stunning undercover reports revealed questionable tactics by the Democratic Party in the 2016 election.
It doesn't matter what the frickin' legal and ethics people say. We need to win this
Hillary is aware of all the work that you guys do, I hope.
The campaign is fully integral.
And then they tell Hillary what's going on.
Well, I mean, Hillary knows through chain of command.
Yeah.
The campaign pays DNC, DNC pays Democracy Partners pays the Fogle Group goes and executes on the ground.
In this still ongoing litigation against us over the past 5 years, we've won a substantial victory in this case when several claims brought against us were dismissed on summary judgment. And now we begin our daily reports on the federal jury trial set to begin here in courtroom 29 at the E. Barrett Prettyman United States Courthouse in Washington, D.C. On one side is the undercover reporting gathered over 6 months by Project Veritas journalists as they exposed the dirty tricks orchestrated by political consultant Bob Creamer, president of Democracy Partners and its affiliates. This included what was described by Democracy Partners as bird dogging, a term best described by them here.
She was one of our activists.
She was one of your activists
who had been trained up to bird dog.
Yes.
So the term bird dogging, you put people in the line at the front, which means they have to get there at 6 o'clock in the morning, so they're getting the front of the rally so that when Trump comes down the rope line, they're the ones asking him the question in front of the reporters because they're pre-placed there. To funnel that kind of operation, you have to start back with people 2 weeks ahead of time and train them how to ask questions.
Right.
You have to train them to bird dog. If you're there and you're protesting and you do these actions, you will be attacked at Trump rallies. That's what we know. There's a script.
Okay.
There's a script of engagement. Sometimes the crazies bite and sometimes the crazies don't bite.
On the other side, there's Bob Creamer. Alleges our undercover journalists, one who volunteered and was accepted as an unpaid intern, violated wiretap statutes and made fraudulent misrepresentations. Now, we didn't bug their phones. We didn't force them to give us any information. So why wiretapping? They claim our journalist was legally required to keep Democracy Partners' misconduct private, to not report it, which is our obligation as journalists. Why fraudulent misrepresentation? Because our journalist said her name was Angela, when really it was Allison. You can't make this stuff up.
Okay.
Angela's going to be interning with us for now until the election.
Let's take a look at how it all began in our Project Veritas reporting in a title we called back in 2016, Rigging the Election.
Video emerging of a group of pro-Clinton political operatives talking about stirring up trouble and provoking violence at Trump rallies. The video comes from Project Veritas.
I know nothing about this. I'm not, I can't deal with every one of his conspiracy theories, but I hope you all have something to eat and something to drink on the way back to New York. Thank you.
Some of the things you'll hear on the tape are certainly hard to ignore. Enough we're learning for one person to be fired so far, another to resign. A lot of questions being asked about the recording.
Nobody's really supposed to know about me. So the Chicago protest, when they shut all that was us. It was more him than me, but none of this is supposed to come back to us because we want it coming from people. We don't want it to come from the party.
You know what I'm saying? We have mentally ill people that we pay to do shit. Make no mistake. Over the last 20 years, I've paid off a few homeless guys to do some crazy stuff, and I've also taken them for dinner, and I've also made sure they had a hotel.
We are contracted directly with the DNC and the campaign, both.
Yeah.
I am contracted to him, but I answer to the head of special events for the DNC and the head of the special events and political for the campaign. The campaign pays DNC, DNC pays Democracy Partners pays the Fogle Group goes and executes the shit on the ground.
In the end, it was the candidate, Hillary Clinton, the future president of the United States, who wanted ducks on the ground. So by God, we will give ducks on the ground.
So it's, wow.
Don't repeat that to anybody.